and get started. I can't believe it's already, just getting close to ending the year. Been a good 2015, but I'm just more excited for a brand new year. Thank you guys for being on. I love seeing your faces, but we have a guest speaker tonight, Paulina, my sister, was able to set that up, so I'm excited to hear her. And I'm just going to have my sister introduce Paulina, get into the call, and then we'll end it if you guys have any questions after that, okay?
Awesome. Well, welcome, Paulina. It's so exciting to have you. Thank you for being on. And what can I say? Paulina is like Miss Ab Queen. Love seeing her motivational pictures every single morning. She has she joined Diesel Nation like 3 years ago, right, Paulina?
Yeah. September 2012.
September. And Paulina and I just clicked when we first met, via social media. And then when we met in person, I think at a Super Saturday in Miami. And then we just had a blast on the success.
Guys, I'm sorry, Maria, I'm sorry. Can you guys mute your lines? There's a lot of background noise. So just go ahead and mute. Thank you so much. Sorry, Maria.
No, it's okay. And we just had a blast in the Success Club trip. And, every single time we talk, Paulina has big goals and I have big goals. And we just, she's just like the sweetest and kindest, has a heart of gold. And she's a rock star. Like she does not, she goes for what she wants. And it's just been awesome to see you transform through all this time. So she's a great friend that I'm so happy to have met through Beachbody and through Diesel Nation, because you're awesome. And, you've been so successful with your own business too. Like you took charge and you just went for it. So we can't wait to hear all your nuggets.
Just hold it there for me.
And how,
Perfect.
How you said no to your excuses and you went for it. So, and you were fearless about it as well. So go ahead, girl.
Awesome. Thank you for that great introduction. I'm really excited to be on your call tonight. And thank you again for asking me to guest speak. So a little bit of background about me. Like Maria said, I joined 3 years ago in September 2012. The reason why I joined is because I fell in love with Shakeology and I just wanted it cheaper. I had no real desire, interest in the business part about it. If you don't know, Christina is my upline coach, and I actually work with her son as his therapist because he's autistic. So that's how I kind of got introduced to Beachbody and seeing her and Danny, working out on the weekends and drinking their shake. And I thought it was cool, but the price definitely was way out of my budget. I was a recent college grad, so it really wasn't something that I thought I could afford. But during college, I gained the freshman 15 plus, and that extra weight carried with me post graduation and like a year after, because I really didn't do much to change it. I've tried signing up for the gym and changing up my eating habits, but at that point in my life, I really didn't commit to anything. I didn't really have a strict plan. I was like a constant quitter, I guess. But seeing her and Danny for 6 months, staying committed to their workouts, staying committed to Shakeology, and seeing them get better and better results, I decided to bite the bullet and finally order Shakeology. So after a month of drinking it, when Christy told me I could get it for cheaper, I jumped on that discount right away. I didn't even tell her I was signing up as a coach. I just signed up as a coach under her. So that's how I got started. But slowly but surely, I started sharing a little bit about what I was doing, or my friends, when they would see me, when we'd meet up, would ask me, what I was doing, because I was looking better. I was, happier, more confident, just overall, you guys know how it is, how you feel when you're drinking Shakeology and how you feel when you don't. So I started drinking Shakeology. I started being consistent with workouts. I started with Shooting Extreme, and I got pretty good results for stepping in as my beginner program and stuff. And ever since then, I guess organically, I started being more committed to being an active coach and earning Success Club. I know Christy has always stressed that about being successful in the business. So I kind of made it a point to earn it. I wasn't it wasn't a non-negotiable for me at first, but I want to say once after she took me on the Disney trip, so the Success Club trip back in 2013, I was a guest. I was there mostly to help with DJ, her son, because they took the kids with them, obviously. So I kind of got like a taste of what Beachbody was. I didn't really know too much about it. Like I saw Christy and Becky being successful, but I didn't really see it as attainable for me, you know, because they just seemed so like up there that I couldn't relate. But when I got to the Success Club trip and we went to the parties and stuff, I saw like people of all ages, young people, old people, you know, everybody from all backgrounds, all walks of life, from different, you know, careers and jobs and everything. So I was like, wow, like this is like real, you know? And it wasn't just for a certain type of person. There's no cookie cutter Beachbody coach. It's for anyone who wants it. So after that is when I really kind of went all in with making Success Club a non-negotiable for myself. And ever since then, like, it's just been like a thing for me. Like I love having my streak going. Like every month, like it's not an option. Like Success Club is what drives your business. The same thing as putting gas in your car. If you don't have gas in your car, you can't go. So think of Success Club, think of getting those 3 to 5 people every single month as being the fuel of your business. You know, without it, you're not working, you're not going anywhere. So in order to move forward, you need to have those people every single month. So I'm gonna share, I have a little PowerPoint of the, like, I guess, key things that I've done over time that I've seen make a difference in my business that has helped me overall to earn Success Club. And also I did a call for Diesel Nation about Success Club and tips and how, you know, like I promote my groups and stuff and how I get new challengers in. So if you want, I can either send you the link to that, or if you go to Christina Delgado's YouTube page, you can find it there for more like in-depth stuff, but these are more like general tips. So let me do a screen share. And Maria, please tell me if you can see it, because I always have like issues with making this work. Can you see it? It's good if it's on the screen? Okay, so these are my 5 P's to being a Success Club badass. So number 1 is being present. So a very, very important part to your business. If you don't show up every day on social media, no one's gonna know what you're doing. You have to post at least 3 to 5 times a day. It doesn't mean you have to post everything about Beachbody, but just things in general that relate to you, things that you enjoy doing, your hobbies, things about health and fitness, so people know when they come to your page, they can, you know, the first few posts that if they scroll down, they know more or less what your interests are, that you are, you know, on a health journey, that you are helping people, that you do mentor people as a coach. So make sure, like I said, 3 to 5 times a day, and sharing what you have to offer. So whether that be free groups, challenge groups, doing a sneak peek, if there's a biz op that your team is doing, that you're doing, you're hosting, you need to be posting about that. And something that actually one of my coaches talked about on our team call last night was don't post and run. So you can't post about a challenge group once in a month and expect people to just like come running at you and have your whole challenge group filled up. It's not, it doesn't work that way. You know, like you have to be posting consistently at least once a week if you want to have enough people to fill up your groups. So don't feel that you're posting too much, or you feel like you're bothering your friends because you posted about a challenge group twice in a week. You know what I mean? Because the chances of your 500 plus to a few thousand friends seeing all of your posts come up on their newsfeed is slim to none. So you might feel like everyone's seeing your stuff, but most likely, unless you're actually coming to your page and scrolling through all your posts, not all of your posts will come up on their newsfeed. So you have to be present. You have to be out there, and you have to be promoting a few times every single month, not just once. So practice persistence is the same thing, like showing up every single day. Your journey never ends, so you have to be constantly using different programs, you know, continuing your journey, sharing about how you've been on Shakeology consistently. I know Maria and Claudia do a really good job about sharing their fitness journey and you know, their recipes about Shakeology. They're doing it because people want to see that. People want to see that you've stuck to it. They don't want to see that you've quit, or they want to make sure that if they come back to you in a few months, you're still doing it. It's not like a fad you went through or a phase. So you need to continue to share what you're doing, what groups you're running, what life-changing opportunities you have to share. You have to promote your groups weekly. You have to never give up and fail forward. So I know sometimes, this happens to me too. I'll write like a super thought out, long, amazing post, and then I'll get like 2 likes, and they're from like my coaches, just because, you feel like you're putting yourself out there, you're not really getting as much feedback or response as you want. Don't stop posting. Like, don't give up. Like, keep it up, because in a year from now, if you stick to it and you stay consistent in your journey, things will happen. Your business will move forward, but you have to keep trying and failing forward. So if something doesn't work, fix it, change it, Nothing is set in stone. Like, I've tried different ways of promoting groups. I've tried different images. I've tried different ways of inviting. So doing like, personal invites, doing a cold market invite, like through a personal message. I've tried doing an event page, and I kind of tweak as I go. Whatever works for me, I stick to it. If something doesn't work for me, I change it. So you have to be constantly, evolving and adapting to the new things that are going on. And like I said, what's working for you. So being coachable and resourceful. If you don't know something, Google and YouTube is your best friend. Don't wait for your sponsor coach or your upline leaders to like hold your hand through the process. This is a learning experience. This is your business. You are the CEO. You have to take ownership. If you want this to work, you need to train yourself. You need to teach yourself. You need to find the information. And like I said, YouTube and Google have tons of resources. Lots of, very successful, awesome coaches from the network from all over the country and the world post their stuff out there. So if you feel like you're not doing well on invites or networking or running challenge groups, YouTube videos about it. Watch other coaches, see their tips, what they share, and what you can implement and make your own for it to work for you. So do it even when you don't want to do it. 3 vital behaviors every single day. There's a reason why they're called the 3 vital behaviors and not like the 3 recommendations, because this is what you need to do. If you want your business to grow, you need to do that. You need to be proof the product works, also be proof that the business works. So talking about the business opportunity, you need to be doing your personal development, and you have to be inviting people to the coaching opportunity, to your free groups, to your challenge groups, everything. And following up is super, super important. So whether you're like a pen and paper person like me, or you do like Excel or whatever, somehow, have a list going, keep track of the people you're talking to, because even if someone tells you no now, most likely a couple months down the road, either they'll reach out to you, or if you remember and you reach out to them and just say, hey, how are you? Your message popped up on, I was scrolling through my messages and I came across your message, or your profile or your post came up on my newsfeed, like, how are you doing? People like when you reach out to them again. And sometimes even, let's say, for example, you're talking to someone and they say, like, for whatever reason, they can't sign up now, they can't order challenge pack. Ask them for permission to follow up, say, okay, well, that's fine. If you're not ready to start now, I run groups every single month to help support people in their goals. I know you expressed you wanted to X, Y, Z. Is it cool if in a month or 2 I reach out to you and see if you're ready to get started then? People will appreciate the fact that you remember them. So don't forget to follow up. Next is be positive. So, we all know no one likes a negative Nancy. So if you're having a super shitty day, that's okay. It's life. No one's perfect. No one has a perfect life. Everyone has their struggles. But always, if you're going to put it out there, make sure you put a positive spin on it, because, like I said, no one likes hearing you complaining or whining. Have like a resolution to your whatever happened. Like, put a positive spin on it. So success is a mindset. That's super, super important. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So if you think, oh, I can never earn Success Club 10, well, you're right. If you're going to have that mindset, it's not going to happen. You have to go in every single month, starting off at 0, and say, okay, by the end of the month, I will have Success Club 5. I will have Success Club 10. I will help 3 people. I will help 5 people at least. And also another thing is, try not to give yourself a minimum mindset. Give yourself a maximum mindset. So at the beginning, when I started, earning Success Club consistently, I limited myself to earning just Success Club 5, and then making it for that month and saying, okay, I hope no one else reaches out to me, because then I want them to roll over to the next month. And so many people do that. Why? There's so many people out there we can help. Don't minimize your ability to help people just because you made that benchmark. No, shoot for Success Club 10, shoot for Success Club 20, whatever it may be. Like, you shouldn't have a cap on how many people you can help every single month. So believe that you have the capability to help at least 3 to 5 people monthly. That's important. You have to know that you are a great coach. You have all the tools necessary, all the training to do it. And that starts with you leading yourself. When you're consistent in your journey and you believe in the products and you know that you're using them, that they work, that shows through your posts, that shows in your challenge groups, that shows in life when you're talking to your friends, your family, your coworkers. They see the passion of how this has helped change your life. And that belief will spread to them, and they'll know, like, okay, well, she's done it. I trust her. Like, it's not like a fake like thing. Like, it's legit, you know. So know that you can do it. Like I said, make sure your social media posts are inspiring, positive, they're adding value to others, and that your page is something people look forward to seeing each day. Envision how amazing it'll feel to help those 3 to 5 people each month change their lives with what you have to offer and our support. So talking about the support of a challenge group is so important. The community we have, the friendships we make through these groups, you know, through our teams, like, people want to hear about that. People want to feel like they belong to something. So if you're talking about how awesome it is to be on a team call tonight, to, you know, have a glass of wine with your girlfriends on Zoom or whatever it may be, and just hang out and talk about the business and talk about helping people, that attracts people to what we have. So make sure you're posting about it. And another thing with your posts and stuff and adding value to others. So if someone were to come to your page, what would they see? Like, what do you have to offer? Like, for example, every morning, like, I'm very consistent. I schedule my posts the whole month out. So if you're really busy, if you have a full-time job, if you have kids at home and you don't have time to be, like, present on social media, you know, at all hours of the day, that's fine. Schedule your posts. So I have morning motivation, I have a recipe of the day, and I have a quote in the evening. Why? Because, you know, the more often I post, the more often are the chances that I'll become present on someone's page. They know that if they're looking for a recipe, they can come to my page and find one. They know every single morning when they wake up, they can come to my page and find morning motivation. And I'm not saying you have to post the same kind of stuff, but just keep that in mind when you're posting something. Don't just post to post, you know, like, make it meaningful. Ask a question, ask for advice. People love giving their opinions on things. So if you want to spark, like, engagement on your page or, like, your like page, ask questions, ask for advice. And, like, now is a great time because you have, like, the holidays and talking about, like, you know, what's your favorite holiday recipe? What's your favorite holiday movie? You know, gift ideas. People like, you know, giving their input. So this is a great way to kind of get that engagement on your page going. And the more people that comment and like and share your stuff, the more likely they'll show up again on their pages and on other people's pages. So that's my spiel. Next is be a person. So being authentic, don't try to be anyone but yourself. At the beginning when I first started, like I said, like, I didn't feel like I could relate to, like, Christy and Becky, because they just were, like, so, like, successful. They were, like, up here, you know, like, in my mind. And, like, everything that they posted, I felt like I need to kind of copy because, well, what they're doing is working for them, so it would work for me too because they're, like, the pros or they're experts. But that's not true. People are following you because of you. They're attracted to you. So you have to share yourself authentically. You have to be real. You have to not try to fit some mold. Because, like I said, there's no cookie cutter Beachbody coach. You have to identify the people like you, so your niche market, like, who are you trying to attract? You have to create content that will interest them and meet their needs. So let's say specific challenge groups targeted to your audience. So, you know, if you're a young mom or a stay-at-home mom, most likely your market will be geared towards other moms because you can relate to them. You can talk about similar things, similar interests, you know, stuff like that. So you wouldn't be trying to attract a hammer and chisel group for men only. You know what I mean? You have to, like, really be intentional about who you're posting for, and the kind of things that would interest you is the kind of things that will interest people that are in a similar, you know, age group, your niche, your market. Being genuine when connecting, creating, and building relationships. So Success Club is not about is about changing lives and not about a number. So people can sense, like, when you're trying to sell them something. So don't do that. Like, yes, it's important to help at least 3 to 5 people a month, and I like I said, like, that's a non-negotiable goal for me. But if someone isn't ready to get started, I'm not gonna push them for a sale. Like, I talk to a lot of people a month, and that's how I reach my goal. You know, it's a numbers game, and some people will be ready to get started now, and some people won't, and that's okay. But I don't rush the conversation. You know, like I try to create actual like relationships with people. I, you know, ask them about their interests, things that they struggle with. If they showed interest or like commented on like a challenge group post, I'd ask them why were they interested. You know, like what are their goals? How's their nutrition? Are they exercising currently? Like what are their struggles? Because if I don't know what it is they're looking for, what they need my help with, I'm not being a good coach by just like trying to shove whatever challenge pack is on sale that month to them, you know? So be very real and genuine. And like I said, when people know that you're caring and you care about their needs and their goals and not just like pushing a sale, then they're be more likely to join you and trust you. Being real and relatable. So what are your struggles? How have you overcome them? How can you help others do the same? So that comes across in your post too, in daily things that you go through. Like I said, you know, no one likes a negative Nancy, but everyone has stuff that goes on in life. But it's about how you overcome it, how you get through it, and that's what will inspire other people. And last is personal development. So you can, you can only go as far as you grow. So personal development needs to be a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth. And I will like vouch for that with everything because I am like personal development fiend. Like every book I own, you know, every like podcast, every like audio book, whatever it may be, like coaching program that you know, I hired to like coach before. I've gone to like live events. I think that's like super, super important. You can't lead other people if you're not like in control of yourself first. You have to lead your life first, and feeding your mind with uplifting, positive books, audios, videos, training calls. And the best investment you can make is in yourself. So start with yourself. Start with growing your mind, improving your mindset, staying consistent to your goals, and that will be very inspiring to others. And that is all I have. So I hope you liked my presentation and you got good tips from there. I can share the PowerPoint if you guys want with Maria, and she can share in your team page. If you have any questions for me, I'm all here. I'm all ears.
Well, thank you. That was awesome. I took some awesome notes. That's, you know, it's so true. You know, you have to, you know, we have to invest in ourselves. I have one question for you, Paulina, I'm sure. And everybody, if anybody has any questions, just feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. You had mentioned that, you know, it's important that it's a numbers game. So you have to be speaking to a lot of people in order to reach that, you know, that goal of 3 to 5, that non-negotiable goal. It's pretty much a requirement, not a goal anymore. How do you meet people? Like how are you getting all these conversations going? Like where do you find these people?
Okay. So as I mentioned, you have to be kind of intentional about who you're trying to attract. So right now, my market, I'm focusing a lot on, I was in a sorority in college. So I was in some like groups for like sorority sisters. And I got a group started, like a free fitness group I promoted in one of the groups that had like, I want to say like 6,000 girls. And from that, like slowly each month, I've been running free challenges. Like the first one was just like a free fitness and confidence accountability group. So like 21 days, no requirement for like buying a program or anything, but every day I'll just do like a little fitness challenge, providing the motivation, like a free clean eating recipe. And from there, I got about, I want to say the first round, like 200, 300 girls in the group. It's a free group, like I said, so no one was required to like buy anything. And then every single month, I'm doing a different challenge. So I did like a squat challenge, an ab challenge, a leg challenge, and I'm just going to keep rolling it over. So it's just like a free fitness accountability group. And then from there, right now we have like 1,300 people. So it's a good amount of, you know, like a good audience, you know? And in there, every month, a couple times a month, I'm promoting my other challenge group. I'm promoting my sneak peek. I'm promoting, you know, like a new coach group that I'm starting or something like that. and I'm just like, casually posting. I'm giving them I'm providing value to them every single day. They trust me as a coach, they trust me as a person. Like, I'm doing stuff to help them for free, but with that, like, I have permission. It's my group. I can do what I want. I'm posting about my other things, like the other things that I provide for people that I also post on my like public page. So it's not like anything like, shady or whatever. And from there, I've been getting most of my challengers. So just being very intentional, like I said, about your niche market and networking with people who have similar interests or similar, like, organizations that you've been in the past. So for you, like, for example, you can focus on other teachers. Like if, for example, Claudia was in a health coaching program with Lindsay, I mean, that's how they networked together. They got together because of something like that. So think about, like, people you went to high school with, people you went to elementary school with, whatever, like anyone you have similar interests or something in common with is someone you can connect with. So that's where most of my challengers have been coming from. So it's been pretty great. And, I plan on continuing that group and just keep, providing free content and free value. And then if anyone is ready to commit to something more serious, then that's an option that I'm, providing them.
That's a great idea, how to utilize those Facebook groups as well, going in there and just offering them that free. Awesome. That's a great tip. I love that.
Paulina, with the free group, so basically it's a free group, and every month you just change it up, like, to like a different challenge, and while you're doing the challenge, you just promote like your upcoming challenge groups, like with Shakeology and 21 Day Fix or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So I keep the girls all in the group, so it just rolls over every month. I keep it open, and then I go back to those other pages, those other groups that they're all into, and just do like a little promo, like, hey, if you're not in the group already, like, I'm starting a new challenge this month. We're doing abs. If you want to join, like, here's the link to add yourself, and I'll share free recipes and motivation. Everyone is going to help keep each other accountable, and it's been working.
It has. You've been Success Club 10 Legends, right? You're a Success Club 10 Legend?
Not yet. I will be Success Club 10. I'm an all-star Success Club 10 and 5. I'm Success Club 5 Legend, and I'll be a Legend for Success Club 10 once I hit in January. So starting February. Yeah. And it doesn't stop there. I'm going to keep going.
Yep.
I'm going to be like Success Club 1000 something, like, and like a little old lady walking across the stage. And I want to say one of the coolest moments ever is walking across the stage at Summit. So, and as a Success Club All-Star Legend, like, you get that, besides like rank advancements and stuff. Success Club, being consistent in Success Club is an awesome thing. Some of the perks, besides, having new challengers every month, adding new coaches to your team, you get, the commission obviously from the sales. You get the monthly promotions from Beachbody. If your team offers like Success Club promotions also, that's something else you can earn. And the trips, like Maria said, like, we got to really connect on the cruise, and if it wasn't for Success Club and earning a free trip, like, we wouldn't have been there together. So definitely sign up in January as soon as they announce where the trip will be, and make it a point to earn Success Club consistently all 12 months, and just get it done and get on a free trip. You can take your spouse, your friends, one of your teammates, whoever. Like, that doesn't sound like a bad deal to me, does it? I don't know why anyone wouldn't want a free vacation.
Yep. Free vacation for helping people. That's pretty good.
Exactly. Like, it's not like they're taking it out of what we're making. Like, this is like an added bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Does anybody have any other questions, guys?
I do. Hi, Paulina.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? My question is, I kind of struggle with staying organized with like there's so many things out there, whether people do it like Excel spreadsheets or binders, and like how you keep track of your, like, who you're talking to and like new people and who your current challengers are. Like, what are your like systems that you use to help you stay organized?
I'm still working on them.
Yeah.
But I got like this little notebook in the dollar store for $1. And I'm just putting like every single month, like whichever challengers from that month, and like the dates of like when they ordered, so that way I can flip back and look, you know, like past challengers, like if their Shakeology is about to renew, I can contact them. Like I said, if you're, you know, very like techie, you can use Excel and make like spreadsheets and stuff. You can just have a regular notebook or a binder and just keep people's names in. Like I said, I'm not completely there yet with like a system. I just have pen and paper and like, you know, scraps of paper here and there with like tons of names and stuff. So I just try to like keep somehow organized with those. And then, you know, I'll go through them again and like make little checks or like cross people off or put like little notes like not yet or whatever, or like a check mark if they ordered. But hopefully in January, like I'll figure out a better way of keeping track so nothing gets lost. Because I mean, you know.
I have like notebook. I have like 10 notebook, like probably more than that, like notebooks all over my house, and I like writing little things in. And then also, how do you set a number for yourself? Like at the beginning of the month, you're like, okay, I'm going to make sure I talk to at least like 50 people or 100 people. Like, do you set a goal, like the people that you know you want to reach out to each month? Do you make a list of those people like the first of the month, or like how do you keep track, or like set a goal for, like, do you have a goal number that you try to talk to? Like with your groups, you have a lot of people that you're different, like, but do you have like something like that?
No, I mean, I have my minimum of Success Club 10. These past few months, I've been like shooting for 20, just so that way, you know, it's a bigger goal and hopefully I hit it. And I have been like making like Success Club 15, Success Club 13. So like I have hit over 10, which is good to me. Like, you know, I'm very happy with that. As for a specific number of people I try to talk to a week, no, like usually I'll scroll through my old messages and just, you know, try to revive like the conversations. If someone didn't get back to me, or let's say like I forgot to follow up, like I'll shoot them a message, say, hey, I'm so sorry, like your message got lost, like, you know, how are you doing, whatever, and just try to like rekindle the conversation. My posts, like, you know, whoever comments or reaches out to me, like I make sure to talk to them. I'll go through my group, like old posts too, and see if anyone, you know, liked it or whatnot. Thankfully, like a lot of more people, like once you're in it for longer, like people are coming to you, or people you've had conversations in the past, like it could be a year or two later, and now like they see you post about a challenge group or whatever it may be, and like they're messaging you. But like I said, if you're consistent in it and you stay with it, like people will start coming to you. So it's not as much as you going to talk to people or invite people, but I would say shoot for at least like 10 new conversations a week minimum, or just, you know, like having conversations continuing, or like, you know, follow-ups or whatever, but just having those in, so you have at least like roughly 40 or 50 people you're talking to or invites, you know.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
I have a question. Oh gosh.
Maybe you can write in the chat.
Can you guys hear me?
Or text somebody. Hello? Yeah.
That was crazy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you balance posting between your business page and your personal page?
I have everything scheduled out to link to my profile and my like page, so those a day are the same. And then like, let's say I do like a challenge group post or like a biz op post, I share the same content. My like page isn't really like a main focus for me, because that's not where I'm getting my like hits from. You know, it's mostly my profile page and my friends who are contacting me. Like I haven't seen too much traction from my like page, so I do like still schedule stuff out just so like posts are showing up on there. But it's mostly my regular page, so I have like my 3 scheduled posts, and then throughout the day, like, you know, I share like just like things like about my life or like what I'm doing, you know, things like that.
She's making a lot of money.
Awesome. Thanks.
What happened?
Who's that? That's Vigazi.
Huh?
Somebody's asking a question that you can't see.
Why? They hung up on you?
Guys, mute your lines, please. You can hear conversations. Any other questions?
I have one for personal development. I know you're like the queen for personal development, and I know it's important to find the right book, the right personal development for for ourselves and what we're looking for. But any great books that you recommend that that were like, were gave you that aha, and you were just like, oh my gosh, I need to share this.
Yes. Number one, You Are a Badass. If you haven't read it yet, read it. And also get the audio version. Once a month, I listen to the audio version, usually like towards the end of the month, especially if like the month has been kind of slow and like I need like that boost of like, like a kick in the butt and like that good energy. I listen to that. Take the Stairs is a really good book. I just started reading it. The Go-Giver. It's Not About You. There's a book by Brian Tracy called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. That was really good. And then of course like the Compound Effect, the Slight Edge, like those are like classics, I guess, that are like recommended to us.
Mm-hmm.
But as Maria said, like you have to kind of go out there and like figure out like what you like. Like some people love John Maxwell, some people don't really like the way he writes his books. They get kind of bored with it. So you just kind of have to figure out, like, feel out what you like. And the same thing, like you can find personal development. It doesn't have to be like reading a book. It can be going to YouTube and finding a motivational video that like lights you up. And like Les Brown is an awesome speaker. Eric Thomas is really good too. Like if you just need like that powerful like message in your head, like that's short, that's really good. You can listen to it, like in the car ride to work or when you're walking your dog or, even in the shower. Like I have a little speaker that's like a waterproof speaker I got off of Amazon for like $10. And you can listen to your PD while you're showering or like listen to a training call, whatever. So just try to get in as much as you can. Washing the dishes, whatever. But yeah, feel out what you like and yeah, listen to it a lot.
I like what you said. It's you have to do it daily, like you brush your teeth, and I agree, because it's all about mindset. Like if you don't have the right mindset, it's hard for you to to get out of like that funk or whatever negativity, whatever that's going on in your life. So always do something. If it's video, like Paulina said, or audio or book, you gotta do something. I know when I struggle, it's because I'm not being consistent with PD.
Exactly. Any other questions? Jackie?
Jacqueline, yeah.
She's trying to mute herself.
Thank you. I'm like, wait! What do you use? Do you use Hootsuite to schedule your posts?
Yes, I use Hootsuite, and I have the like upgraded version, so I can have like multiple groups in there, and it's not like capped off. I want to say it's like maybe $10 or $15 a month, but for me, it's worth it. I don't mind like paying extra because when it comes to like challenge groups and stuff too, because I schedule stuff for challenge groups. That's another thing. Once you hit Success Club, the work doesn't stop. That's just when it begins, because then you have new challengers that you need to guide and support for however long you promise. So if you promise them a 21-day group, a 30-day group, whatever, and if you help them get results, then that helps you boost your confidence and your belief in helping other people. It helps them become advocates of our products and our programs, so either they can help refer other people to you or stand up as coaches and be on your team. So you want to make sure that it's not just about hitting those numbers or getting those points or whatever. Like it's about what's to come after that, like getting those people to commit and helping them follow through. So remember that. But there's other sites too, like besides Hootsuite, you can actually schedule stuff like on Facebook directly. I haven't used it, I'm not really sure how it works. But there's Hootsuite, there's another site called Postcron, there's a site called like Buffer. There's lots of different sites. So if you're capped out on one and you don't want to pay for like an upgraded version, you can always use another site and just add your group or like your profile to that one and just manage it that way. But it becomes pretty easy if you decide to schedule stuff. Like I'll sit on the weekend and schedule out like my whole month's post. I'll just find like motivational stuff on Pinterest, copy, put in a file on my computer, and just go bam, bam, bam. Recipes, the same thing. Look on Pinterest or like Google cleaning meal plans, and just copy the links and schedule it out. So that way, something's coming up on the page that someone can use. Anything else?
Good. We're good.
You good?
Thank you, Paulina.
Yeah, of course. If you guys have any other questions or think of anything, let me know. You can message me or ask Marie or Claudia to ask me.
Yay, thank you so much. And just so you guys know too, Paulina hit her 2-star diamond rank, which was incredible because now she'll be going to leader conference. And if you don't mind just talking a little bit about that, because I think it was extremely inspirational how you just went all in and said, okay, I'm going to do this. Because you went from diamond to 2-star, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm still in qualification, so we'll hit officially 2-star on Christmas Eve. So it's gonna be an awesome Christmas gift for me and my 2 diamond leads. But yeah, so it's always been a goal for me, obviously. And it's been one of those things like I said it, and then like I didn't hit it, and I kind of was like, oh, bummed about it. And like I kind of relied on some of my coaches who showed interest, but they kind of disappeared, or things happen. People have different I guess goals, or change their mind about things, or don't have like that level of commitment to some things. So it didn't work out, and I just didn't, I guess, push hard enough either. But I decided once I hit my 3-year, I guess, like that's when Becky also hit, I think 15-star, like around that same time. And I was like, damn, like I need to make this shit happen, like already, like this is like too long. Like I'm like pretty much stopping myself from making it happen because I'm not stepping up as a leader, and I'm not like guiding my team. Like, yeah, I have a team page, and yeah, I do provide training tools and stuff to them. But once you like step up and share your goals and make it known, like, okay, like I'm running with this, like who's with me? I talked to 2 of my coaches who were like both kind of halfway there, or a little less than halfway there. They both told me that they did want to hit diamonds. One of them did go to Summit with me, so she experienced like all that amazingness and stuff, and like it was one of her goals. But same thing, it kind of didn't follow through. She didn't follow through. Her coaches didn't follow through. Whatever happened, it didn't happen. And then once I kind of like share with them and express like how important it was for me to go to New Leader Conference and do this for our team, and that I wanted them to be my diamond girls, as cheesy as it sounds. But I told them like like you guys are very close. You've expressed interest in hitting this goal. Like let's do it. Like let's stop wasting time. Let's stop prolonging it. Let's set a deadline. Let's work our butts off and hit it. And we did. It was amazing, and like in a matter of less than 2 weeks, we made epic shit happen, like legit. And we didn't stop. Like one of my coaches hit diamond that like Monday before like the deadline, I guess. And my other coach, it wasn't until Wednesday night at like 11:40 p.m. like talking to coach relations to make sure like everything was in place, everything was set, and it happened. And like we're still in qualification, so it's not like official yet, but I have no doubt like my girls have stepped up. I'm super proud of them. We communicated daily. We had like a message going on Facebook. We teamed up. We had like weekly calls with each other to make sure like everyone's staying accountable. We posted in the group motivation. We posted like our daily actions, like if someone signed up a coach or sold a challenge pack, whatever. Like we just kind of kept talking to each other all the time. And I think having that communication constant was really helpful in pushing each other and making it happen. And I know that like they feel the passion and the fire, and like they've hit an amazing goal for themselves, and they're not stopping now. Like they've seen the success and like the work that happens, but once it happens, like the reward is so sweet. And now I know like it's gonna keep going and building, and like they're growing their team and they're feeling amazing, and they're stepping up. Like they're leading our team calls now too, so it's not just like me, and kind of just like I guess giving them permission in a sense, like to make it happen too, like you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So it was awesome and amazing. So if you have people that do want to work the business, tell them to step up. Tell them, share your goals with them. Share, 2016 is right there. Like, what do you want to happen? What do you want to happen for your team? And and helping them reach their goals at the same time. It's a team effort. Like, I couldn't do it alone without them. And yeah.
Awesome, girl.
And yeah, doing whatever it takes. Like, literally, I had to talk to one of my coaches and help her sign up her like sister-in-law or something, because my coach's coach went into work that day and didn't really have, like, couldn't really be on her phone to like tell her like the whole like discount coaching and the opportunity or whatever. So like, I literally told her, like, if you want, I will message this girl for you. Just let her know I'm gonna contact her, so it's not like weird. And talking to her on her behalf, and it worked. Like, she signed up. She had no problem. She knew, like, who I was, I guess, in a sense, and not being afraid to just take the bull by the horns and run with it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Have open communication. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's big. That's a big deal. And the leader conference is incredible. So
I'm
proud of you. Thank you, Paulina, again, for that motivation, inspiration, just to make it happen, right? That's you get things done, especially now that we're getting into a new year. You got to have that mindset. And
Exactly.
with your team, like, like I said, we always talk about we're a team. We do this together, and make sure that everybody knows it too. So thank you.
And I mean, you guys have a huge team right here, just like being on the call. So that's amazing in itself. So you have the support of each other. Like, make it happen. Whatever you want to put on your, dream board, your vision board, like whatever you want to happen in 2016, put it down, envision it, set the intentions, and take action every single day. And it will happen. Like I told my coaches, like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when you put a deadline to it and you make that urgency in hitting your goals, like with Success Club every single month, it will happen for you. But it's not magical. You need to put in work. And that's what I've learned over time, in this business.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so true. And I love the way that you said it's like filling up your car. In order to go, you need to fuel it up, and that's what you need to do. You need to have those conversations going in order for your business to move forward. So I love that. So thank you, Paulina, so much. It was amazing, and I know we got a lot of great information on this call.
Yeah, well, thank you again for having me on, and I wish everyone happy holidays and happy New Year.
Let's take a picture.
Thanks, Paulina.
Ready? 1, 2, and 3. There. Awesome.
Yeah, have an abundance mindset. Don't set minimums to yourself. Set maximums for you, for your business, for your team, and make it happen.
Yep, I think that's going to be our motto for 2016. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Go for it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for being on. We still have one more week, before the holidays. Yes, so we'll definitely have our call next week before the Christmas break. And I know we talked about doing our vision boards, so I would love to have a call, whoever's in town, if you're not traveling, the week of New Year's, to kind of share, just make it fun, bring wine, we'll talk about it, set our goals, and, just set ourselves up for an incredible 2016. Like Paulina said, you got to just set the intentions, see it in front of you, what you want to accomplish, and just go for it. And I know, all of us have big goals, big dreams for next year. So thank you guys for being on. Have a great night.
Yes, have a great night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
It was awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.